So today's video is on the verb gustar. And as you should know by now, in Spanish, gustar means to be pleasing. And the English equivalent is to like. That means gustar does not mean to like. There's just no Spanish way to say to like, so what we use is gustar instead. As a result, gustar does not act like the English verb to like. For example, in English we can say, I like Spanish. But in Spanish, what we really say is, to me, Spanish is pleasing. And since that sounds funny in English, again, we go back to the English, I like Spanish. I like the beach. I don't necessarily like this guy on the beach in the clip art, but I like the beach. In English, your subject is I, like is your verb, and beach is the direct object. In Spanish, however, it's backwards. Beach is your subject, to please is going to be your verb, and me is an indirect object. You don't use I in Spanish. So as I said, the word order is actually backwards, and your indirect object comes first. Normally, an indirect object comes later in your sentence, but with gustar and gustar-like verbs, it comes first. Then your verb, gusta, and then the subject. The subject is going to be found after the verb. Me gusta la playa. To make it negative, put the no in front of me. So how do we determine who is doing the liking? We have to use the indirect object pronouns. And if you don't remember, those are me, te, le, nos, os, and les. Okay, those are indirect object pronouns. We're going to use gusta for singular nouns and infinitives, and gustan for plural nouns. And that means it's the L form, regardless of the tense, when it's a singular noun or an infinitive. And it doesn't matter if you've got one infinitive or 17, you're going to use gusta. Use gustan when it's the ellos form, when it's plural nouns. So in the present tense, gusta, gustan. In the imperfect, gustaba, gustaban. In the future, gustará, gustarán. Okay, always those two forms. Now we can use, with gustar and gustar-like verbs, frases de clarificación, okay, clarifiers. With the expression le, as in le gusta nadar, we have a problem. That le could refer to he, it could refer to she, it could refer to you, it could refer to an inanimate object. So to figure out or clarify what we are talking about, we will sometimes add in a little something in front of it. We have the same problem with les. Les gusta la playa. They like the beach. Can also be you like the beach. We don't know. It's indeterminate, that le and les. So we're going to need to clarify. How do we do that? Like this. Let's take a quick look at me and te. With me and te, you can put a me or a ti in front of the me or the te. Whoa, go back. I was not done talking. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Okay, hold on. Let's hold our little horses here. So, as I was saying with the phrases of clarification, me can be clarified with a me in front. Obviously, me is referring to me, myself, and I. What the a me does is put emphasis on the me. So, me gusta español, I like Spanish. A mí me gusta español, me, I like Spanish. Okay, it just adds emphasis. The same with te and a ti. The a ti goes in front of te. A nosotros goes in front of nosotros. A nosotros goes in front of nos, and a vosotros goes in front of os. And these are just used to emphasize. Down below with the lay and the lace, this is where the clarification comes in. So in front of lay, there's a whole bunch of things we could put. We could put a él, a ella, a usted. We can use somebody's name, a Roberto, a Lola. We can say a tu hermano. What's important to remember is, first of all, you always still have to have the lay. Even if you put the clarifier in, if you say a él, you still got to put that lay after it. If you say a Roberto, you still have to put lay after it. The lay can never be dropped. The indirect object pronouns must always go in front of the gustar or gustar-like verb. Okay? Look off to the side and you see with les, we can do a ellos, a ellas, a ustedes, a Roberto y a Luis. When you're using more than one name, you're going to need that impersonal a in front of each name. A mis amigos, a Lola, a Carmen. Again, you cannot drop the lace. It has to follow these names. The names, the el, the ella, those are all optional. The lay and the lace are mandatory. With lay and lace, however, it is always a good idea to clarify who you are talking about. It makes it so much easier to understand. Now, you see the two forms. And again, me gusta, I like, te gusta, you like, le gusta, he, she, you likes, nos gusta, we like, os gusta, you guys like, and they would be les gusta, and it's also the ustedes form, so les gusta can also be you like. Remember to use your clarifiers. So, como se dice? I like coffee. Remember, that's literally coffee is pleasing to me. So, me gusta el café. Como se dice you like cars? Cars are pleasing to you. So start with los coches. Gustan. Gustan because coches are plural. Okay? The verb is agreeing with the subject coches. Te. And the te is the indirect object. So again, literally, cars are pleasing to you. He doesn't like to dance. To dance is not pleasing to him. So bailar is an infinitive. With infinitives, we're always going to use the singular form, so gusta. The no goes out in front of the lay, and of course we could have put a él in front of all of this. A él no le gusta bailar. We like our teachers, and we say that often. Our teachers please us. That's just interesting. So we like our teachers, nuestros profesores, plural. The fact that nuestros profesores is plural is what determines that we're using gustan. And then the nos out in front to drive home the fact that it's us. We like our teachers. Even though she's dressed like she's out of the 80s. It's okay. You guys don't like to go to the movies. Ugh. To go to the movies is not pleasing to you guys. So ir al cine. Ir is an infinitive, so we're going to use the singular form of gustar, gusta. And then no os. Again, you can put a vosotros in front for emphasis, but the os only has one possibility, so that doesn't need clarification. They like history and Spanish. So history and Spanish are pleasing to them. Now we're dealing with two things, la historia y el español. which means we have to use the plural of the verb. Gustan, and les goes out in front. Again, you could clarify les with a ellos in front of les. ¿Cómo se dice en español? A couple, you could pause the video here, try these translations, and I will put up the answers when you unpause the video. It's like magic. I like to study. Me gusta estudiar. Elena likes to watch TV. A Elena le gusta ver la televisión. Could also put mirar. We don't like to do homework. No nos gusta hacer la tarea. Remember, gusta is agreeing with the infinitive hacer. It has nothing to do with the nose. Don't ever write gustamos. Carlos and Miguel like cars. A Carlos y a Miguel les gustan los coches. Gustan is plural because of coches. It is not gustan because of Carlos and Miguel. We don't care about Carlos and Miguel. If you knew Carlos and Miguel, you wouldn't care about them either. We care about the coches, and that's why gusta is gustan. Do you guys like to look at photos? ¿Os gusta mirar fotos? You like to go shopping, right? ¿Te gusta ir de compras, verdad? All right, I'm hoping you got some of these right. Be prepared for a Gustar style bonus tomorrow in class. But wait, there's more. You may have heard me say a couple times now that there are Gustar-like verbs. The verbs you see before you are ones that act like Gustar. Okay? They can also be used the old-fashioned way with a regular old subject pronoun. But these verbs can also be used as Gustar-like verbs. The more popular ones to see used this way would be aburrir. Oh, what else? Doler. Doler you see a lot. Me duele la cabeza. It's also an ODUE boot verb. Encantar you have seen quite often. Me encanta la tarea. I love homework. It delights me. Faltar in the next column, always used, very often used as a Gustar-like verb. Me falta la tarea. I'm lacking the homework. I'm missing the homework. I don't have it. Gustar, of course, is a Gustar-like verb. That's stupid. Hacer falta, to be missed. Importar, interesar, and molestar, very often used. Gustar-like verbs. Me importa el español. Español matters to me. It's important to me. Okay? You don't say, Español es importante a mí. What you say correctly is me importa el español. Same with interesar. Don't say el libro es interesante a mí. Say me interesa el libro. Much more educated use of grammar. Remember, molestar means to bother. So if you say me molesta mi hermana, it means my sister bothers me. Okay? Keep that straight. Quedar, also often used as a Gustar-like verb. So copy down the ones that you don't know. Copy down them all. Print out this page. Whatever floats your boat, as long as you keep track of these verbs, for they may appear on your next quiz. Until next time, signing off from Gustar and Gustar-like verb land. Brought to you by the letter G for Gustar.